have
Your
done
husband signed
a lot.
NAFTA, which was one of the worst things that ever happened to the
that's your
manufacturing
opinion.
industry.
That is your opinion.
You go to
Clinton's been going to great lengths on the campaign trail to distance herself from NAFTA. Yesterday she said NAFTA was negotiated by the first President Bush, not by her husband. But let's be clear, it was her husband who got NAFTA passed. In her own book, Senator Clinton called NAFTA one of Bill's successes and legislative victories. Yesterday, Senator Clinton also said, I'm wrong to point out that she once supported NAFTA, but the fact is she was saying great things about NAFTA until she started running for president.
Now you want to approve Trans-Pacific Partnership. You were totally in favor of it. Then you heard what I was saying, how bad it is, and you said, I can't win that debate. But you know that if you did win, you would approve that, and that will be almost as bad as NAFTA. Nothing will ever top NAFTA.
That is just not accurate. I was against it once it was finally negotiated and the terms were laid out. I wrote about that in...
You called it the gold standard. You called it the gold standard of trade deals. You said it's the finest deal you've ever seen.
No.
And then you heard what I said about it, and all of a sudden you were against it.
Well, Donald, I know you live in your own reality, but that is not the facts. This TPP sets the gold standard in trade agreements. Gold standard in trade agreements.
I oppose it now, I'll oppose it after the election, and I'll oppose it as president.
There's not a direct transfer of skills from business to government, but sometimes what happened in business would be really bad for government.
The people that are most affected by what's happening are African American and Hispanic people.
It's really unfortunate that he paints such a dire, negative picture of black communities in our country. You know, the vibrancy of the black...
I do want to bring up the fact that you were the one that brought up the word super predator about young black youth.
They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy.
He paints such a dire, negative picture of black communities in our country.
You even sent out, or your campaign sent out, pictures of him in a certain garb, very famous pictures. I don't think you can deny that.
Clearly, as Donald just admitted, he knew he was going to stand on this debate stage and Lester Holt was going to be asking us questions, so he tried to put the whole racist birther lie to bed. But it can't be dismissed that easily.
It happened again last week when this photo of Obama in ceremonial African tribal dress during a visit to Kenya was featured prominently on the internet and attributed to people in the Clinton campaign.
He has really started his political activity based on this racist lie that our first black president was not an American citizen.